Epic hasn't been the same since Gears 3. Man, what a fucking throwback. I mean, yeah, they're a very different company now with all that Fortnite money. Like, you're not wrong. But Gears 3, man, whoo-wee. That was a time period for Epic. That Fortnite money, though. See, Carlos Sainz won the Australian GP a week after getting appendicitis. What are your thoughts about the whole Eclipse situation on April 8th? So many political and biblical theorists are going nuts about it. What the fuck are you talking about? What kind of... Like, I understand maybe going, like, rapture for that, like, going down that path. We've seen that before. But what do you mean political theorists are going nuts over the eclipse? What could that possibly be in a political sense? What do you mean? It sounds like some absolute made-up nonsense on TikTok. How the eclipse ties into the Clintons or something. Bro, I work at a hospital and we're planning for it like it's the apocalypse. That is so concerning to hear. You work in a place of science. Why would you be planning for an eclipse like it's about to be doomsday? What? Okay, is there something special about the April 8th eclipse? What's happening? Is the Fire Nation about to attack with Sozin's Comet? Like, I'm so confused. What? It's just another solar eclipse. What is happening? What? It doesn't even seem like it's particularly special. I mean, here's what not to do during the total eclipse on April 8th. I guess one of the things is don't get injured because hospitals are going on a very interesting path to combat it. Total solar eclipse on April 8th. Millions of people from Texas to Maine preparing for a once-in-a-lifetime event that want to ensure they enjoy it safely. Total solar eclipse happens when the moon passes between the sun and the earth, completely blocking the sun's face for up to several minutes. Do not look directly at the sun. You don't fucking say, huh? Except for the lucky people in the path of totality, it is not safe to look directly at the sun without proper eye protection, and sunglasses won't cut it. To safely view the total solar eclipse in 2024, you'll need glasses with solar filters, also known as eclipse glasses, or with handheld solar viewers. According to the American Astronomical Society, those glasses or handheld solar viewers need to meet the ISO 123122 international standard for direct sun viewing. Only when the sun is covered completely will it be safe to remove eclipse glasses, and they must go back on before the partial eclipse resumes and portions of the sun become visible again. Even if clouds obstruct your view during the April 8th total solar eclipse, special glasses or handheld viewers still need to be used. Cloud cover is not enough to protect your eyesight from the sun's rays. Classic fucking deep state trying to prevent me from getting superpowers from staring directly at this total solar eclipse. I'm not going to let the government dictate what I do and do not wear when looking directly at the sun. TikTok wasn't around in 2017, so we didn't get all the brain rot eclipse takes. Can someone... To the guy who said there's a lot of political theories regarding this total solar eclipse, can you send me one? Like, tweet me one real quick so I can take a peek? Because what in the world? How? I don't understand. I can't even wrap my noodle around how that could make any sense. Employees at my dad's workplace said their local priest told them that the eclipse will result in 3 days of darkness, which is what allegedly starts the apocalypse. See, like, that kind of stuff I get. That happens all the time, anytime there's a solar eclipse. Like, there was that radio host who convinced his followers that rapture was coming in a month, so everyone quit their job, bought an RV, and went on a road trip and waited for themselves to die, be taken to heaven, and it didn't happen, and the radio host was like, damn, must have got some wires crossed, I guess. Like, that happens all the time. Remember when the world was supposed to end in 2012? Yeah, but at least that one had, like, historical backing because of the Mayan calendar. I remember being a stupid kid back then, and I was like, man, the world really might end. Like, I get that. You go back and look at the Mayan calendar. They were very smart people. The calendar ends here. It must mean that's when the world ends. Pack it up, I guess. I was a freshman in college during that point. And I was still a virgin, and I was like, damn, it's gonna suck dying a virgin. I did everything I could to make love before that day came, the day of judgment. Used to go out every weekend praying for the best. But when that day rolled around in December of 2012, I spent that day playing Halo 4 with a buddy of mine, knowing that if I'm sailing into Valhalla, it's going to be in the saddest manner possible. The eclipse is just Joe Biden's domain expansion. That's why there's political theories. Yeah, it's Dark Brandon. He's casting his infinite Tsukiyomi. So fucking cool. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if that is the level of the political theories on it. What the fuck is that ultimate genjutsu called now that I'm on this track? It's like the keto something. Well, it's probably not keto, but it's something like that. The ultimate genjutsu, what the fuck is it? Starts with a K. Yeah, there it is. Kodomatsukami. That's the one. Kodomatsukami. Did you tweet me any of the theories about the eclipse? I'd love to see some of those takes. Oh, wait, there was more to this. Solar eclipse travel could be treacherous. What, like driving at night? Like driving in some darkness? What? For those living in the narrow path of totality, little if any travel will be necessary to take in the full astronomical event. However, people across the U.S. and likely the world will descend upon communities that aren't used to the popularity, and that has officials concerned. So much so that cities and towns have issued disaster declarations or declared states of emergency, while others have decided to close schools due to the expected increase in traffic and to keep kids safe from distracted drivers during dismissal time. I see. So this is why your hospital's prepping. Anticipating a bunch of fucking brain-dead zombies are just going to be too busy looking up at the sky and flooding areas that have like a totality view of it and just causing a ruckus and getting themselves hurt. I see now. Now I get that part. Do not drive and try to watch the eclipse. Obviously. Eclipse travelers in New England to experience out-of-this-world exhibit at Portland Airport. That sounds like marketing mumbo-jumbo. Motorists who must travel in areas impacted by the eclipse are asked to allow for extra travel time to ensure a careful drive to their destination, as we do anticipate large volumes of traffic. We also remind the public to watch the eclipse from designated viewing areas and to avoid stopping on controlled access highways unless there is an emergency. Okay. You and the boys should make a video on who can look at the sun the longest during the eclipse. Actually, that's such a good idea. You know what we should do? We should do perineum tanning for it. That's the taint greasing, not taint greasing, the taint sunbathing, where you put your legs over your head and have your balls and shit facing the sun. I bet you'd get a crazy boost in testosterone from a total solar eclipse blasting you. Should have you be like the Hulk from gamma radiation or something. I'm in the direct path, and certain drive-ins and movie theaters are holding little tailgating events. I like how we're talking about it like it's a fucking asteroid hurtling towards Earth. I'm in the direct path, meaning I'm in a really good spot to look up at the sky. I sent some of the tweets. Oh, for the eclipse takes? Okay, cool. Let's see. NASA to launch rockets into the moon shadow during the Great North American Eclipse. That doesn't sound like a political conspiracy theory at all. South Carolina National Guard and other states prepare for total eclipse. That's what we were just reading about. No. I'm looking for the one. Apparently it's big on TikTok. I'm looking for like the crazy takes on TikTok about the eclipse, like the truth of it, the dark truth of the eclipse. Please look up the red heifer cows. That's the issue. Wait, I actually know that. I actually know a little bit about that. But what does it have to do with the eclipse? I keep seeing people tripping about the eclipse and some red cow sacrifices. Some dude in Texas claiming to be a Christian sending cows to Israel for a Jewish sacrifice to usher on the rebuilding of the Third Temple. Pardon? I checked into it. Here are my thoughts if you care to listen. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm no expert. Can you even really be an expert on sacrificing red cows? It's nothing to be concerned with. There will be an eclipse and some extremists are going to kill some cows. If you're a conspiracy theorist and a Christian that was concerned, don't be. No man is going to get Jesus Christ to return. Only the Father will tell him when it's time. Nobody knows. So are we trying to summon Jesus? Is that what's going on? Like a ritual during the eclipse? Sacrificing red cows? Is that where it stems from on TikTok? No, this summons the Antichrist. I think it's like a week before Doomsday or something, and it's supposed to be like a really powerful person presents himself, gains a lot of influence really quickly, and he's the Antichrist who ushers it all in or something. I don't think it has anything to do with the red heifer. I think it's a prime Denny. It's been a long time though. I think I could be wrong. Evangelism is important, but do it to those willing to hear. You won't warm someone's heart by hitting them relentlessly with the Bible. If they aren't willing to listen, they got a reason. What can you do instead? What are you supposed to be doing? So it looks like no one really believes this. Did you hear about the 4D entity discovered by CERN? When was that? Thanks for your sub pics. But no, I did not. So does this happen every eclipse and we just don't know about it? Great question. I don't know. They're actually doing it. Look it up. Well, I have no doubt there's probably some people sacrificing red cows. Like that. I totally believe there's some craziness afoot with that. As we await... Oh, this happens every time. Yeah, wait, this is from 2017. As we await the eclipse of 2017 AD, this post examines the possibility that the dramatic repentance of... Yeah. My mom told me to call off on eclipse day and get as much food and necessities as I can because she thinks there's going to be no light. It's like, I don't know, that's kind of cute. Like, I can't even fault her for that. That's just kind of cute, I guess. But I mean, we conquered the darkness already. We have the technology. So let's just assume the eclipse for some reason takes away all natural light. Brother, half the people in this stream right now haven't seen natural light in years because we have fucking light technology in our house. We'd be okay. We'd make it. But what about the plants? Fuck them. Who needs them? We conquered nature too. We'll eat... We'll find an alternative. We'll eat I don't know, filter feed or some shit. I don't know. We'd find something. We're so fucking resourceful.
Hey, tell me you guys haven't heard about this? I want you guys to keep this picture in mind, and this one too. This underground science
CERN
is going to be operating on April 8th. As you guys already may know, April 8th, solar eclipse. I'm not saying that CERN has anything to do with the solar eclipse. Why are they just now announcing that they're operating on April 8th? This operation that they're running in Switzerland, look at how big that is.
There's a membership.
What's called a Large Hadron Collider.
Aaron.
What is their goal, guys? Their goal is
LHC, the Large Hadron Collider.
Basically trying to prove science right, and find out how this universe was created. So they're basically trying to disprove the fact that God created our universe. I mean, their symbol does have 3 6s in it. And you guys remember this photo I talked about earlier?
Oh.
This comes from their opening ceremony. You may be wondering, what even is that? As that is the head of the Baphomet. As you can see, it is a satanic symbol. The big question is, why would they have that at their opening ceremony? You want me to be
Does CERN have opening ceremonies like it's the Olympics or something? What? I didn't know that. That's news to me. That opening ceremony looks out of this world, though. In probably a couple days, Prowler, I'll do another one. Let me see. I'll just type in CERN opening ceremony, I guess. Oh, watch the inauguration ceremony of CERN Science. Huh. They do have their own little opening ceremony. Why? What the fuck could this possibly do? Is that the particle accelerator people were tripping over and saying that'll open a hole to another dimension or something? You're right and wrong. You're just getting a couple of different things confused. So when the LHC first got operational, there was a doomsday theory that by colliding particles at such a rapid speed, there was a small chance of creating a penny-sized black hole, which could eventually swallow the world. But that turned out to be a bunch of hullabaloo. Yeah, I believe that, Anna. Yeah, that sounds about right. And I don't know if this is the right CERN or not, but here. The third result has really got my attention. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be, but it's pretty cool. I don't know if that's necessarily CERN or not, but if it is, those ceremonies go ballistic. As an engineer, it'd be so freaking sick if we were summoning demons or hopping dimensions or whatever, and not just calibrating sensors for hours. Yeah, I'd be happy to hear about that kind of stuff, different dimensions and shit. I feel like anyone would be excited about that. I don't know. We look at it as a bad thing. So what? A couple demons come through or something. We just close a portal on them. They don't have the technology in hell, clearly, and it confirmed the existence of hell, which would be a net positive for everyone, I would think. Then we'd know. The CERN videos are fake, by the way. Look up the CERN ritual hoax. Oh, these aren't real? The CERN ritual hoax is a found footage video that depicts a faux occult ritual occurring in the grounds of CERN. The video became popular in 2016 and shows several people dressed in black cloaks surrounding a statue of the Hindu deity Shiva and apparently performing a human sacrifice in apparent mockery of existing conspiracy theories which suggests CERN aims to... I didn't know this was such a well-accepted theory. What? CERN aims to the Large Hadron Collider to create a portal to hell, summon the Antichrist, or destroy the universe. The video ends with the person filming crying out and running away. Look at the CBS red heifer cow came out 3 weeks ago. All right, thanks to Tier 1 Joe. We're still on the red heifer portion of the eclipse, I guess. It was 4 weeks ago. The unlikely role cows play in war. Oh, I see. This is different. This is totally different from the fucking eclipse. Jesus. But anyway, come April 8th, get ready. The eclipse is coming and you can't stop it. And CERN's opening a portal on it or something.